So, fuck the intro. I don't have time to be playing this music. 6 minutes is up already. Yeah, hotel room in Spain where there was like I said, well, why am I staying in a hotel? I fucking have a house here, you know? Nah. And so I just typed in cheapest hotel in where the town where I am. I don't need nobody coming by here. Good. And let me close out the other one. Let's hope that this doesn't destroy everything. Here. They're both on. Well, I'm gonna click out of it anyway. Well, let's try it. No, I'm gonna leave them both on because I'm not taking any chances. So I'll take this so I get the reflection. So I came out because I gotta apply for the Golden Visa, and they end the program April 2nd. Tomorrow, I gotta open up a bank account, put some money in it, and I got to driver's license, health insurance, and all that kind of shit. So if I could get my Spanish health insurance kicked in before June, I'm going to cancel that $3,300 a month I got to pay in the States. So if I get sick, I get a ticket to Spain. I get taken care of. It's still cheaper than the American healthcare system. So fuck that. But it was raining like crazy. Raining and windy. So went out to the house and was like free. It was actually chilly, and went inside the house. The heat is not on, and it was really nice and warm. And so it's all done to these weird environmental standards that we don't have in the States. I got security up the ass, and something strange happened. I'll just go right into the story. Something strange happened. Like I said to my lawyer who was here, the doors look fucking ARP. Let me tell you about the fucking doors. It's black magic. They're absolutely fucking magical. I've never seen doors like this. Those of you, I don't know how they work. It's wizardry. I'm not even fucking kidding you. I will talk about the doors later. So I look at my lawyer. We've been talking about the gun thing, and they just think I'm crazy. And finally I said, look, I'm emotionally ready to abandon this idea of sneaking guns into your fucking country, and they're like, yeah, they all say at the same time, the developer, the Argentinian guy who was a developer's assistant, and my lawyer, oh, you don't need him here. You don't need him here. They all say that. All three of them say that. And then the Argentinian guy says, hey, it's funny. A friend of mine was in his apartment, and these two guys broke in and shot him, and he shot and killed one of the guys. And he's in the hospital now. I go, somebody told me that if you shoot somebody in Spain, even if it's in self-defense, you will go to prison for having had a gun in the first place. He's like, I don't know about that. But two guys broke into his house. I didn't ask him this next part, but he offered it. He goes, JW is there. He's like, two black guys. I was like, hey, whoa, hey. I didn't ask you about all that. So two black guys broke into dude's house. They shot him. He shot and killed one of them, and he's in the hospital now. I said, well, what was the purpose? Was it robbery? I don't know. I was like, come on. And I know black guys. You're not going to somebody's house and just fucking shoot them. And, robbery with somebody's home, not in his friend. You need to dig a little deeper to find out what his friend was into, But I was like, whoa. You just told me not to bring my guns. And he just looked at me like, hey. So I am back. I am back to square one on the guns thing. You do. Everybody keeps telling me. Oh, you don't need them. And then they go, oh, this guy, they tried to kidnap. So 3 Moroccans tried to kidnap his teenage daughter. So he shot her. So I don't know whether it's good press or not, but I'm gonna find a gun club and join so I can bring the long guns over, and then I'll figure out what to do with the other ones. But that's not important. Here I am. I'm sitting in a hotel. I was gonna be a hardhead and say I'm not paying for shit anymore in this town because I got a house here. Why would I get a hotel? I'm gonna sleep on the floor. Get an air mattress, put it in there. I'm gonna sleep on the floor. But then my leg is fucked up. Yeah, what did I do with my leg? I had to say it was a CrossFit injury. Well, you remember in October when I was fucking around jiu-jitsu and I heard it, and then at CrossFit, I did the CrossFit competition, and what is this? Hold on, the wife is asking me. So, I want, and then I'm doing a Thursday. I had a packed week, so I'll go into the weekend strong, going to Spain strong, and I'm doing it on a box jump, and it was like I jumped. It was 5 sets of 5, and I'm on the 4th set. Interrupted. We had already done squats, and I felt the leg go out, spindle twisted to the floor, face smashed onto the floor. It's a bad look for the old guy, but I thought, but this is like 4 weeks before the tour, right? So I was like, man, Oxbow, I tore my ACL 3 shows into like a 6-week tour for the Oxbow, and I duct taped my leg every fucking show because I'm not missing that money. The show must go on. But I contacted my doctor, also known as Steve Ballinger, and he said, I sent him a picture of my leg. It's a torn muscle. He goes, I generally wait 3 to 4 weeks with easy activity, gentle stretching, hot tub, electromagnetic stimulation, and anti-inflammatories before going to see a physician. Hell, it takes that long to get in nowadays. It is probably a tear of the musculotendinous junction of your medial hamstring. Men's muscles maintain strength as we age, but the musculotendinous junction becomes fragile. When it tears, it bleeds like crazy. So, and that's what's going on. So I'm walking around with crutches, and this is why I've decided on the new way to fly, which is, what was it? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you, Sleeping State. I'll be quiet. Yeah, I took the Mobic, but Thursday is actually the day where I decided I don't want to take any Mobic. Can you imagine one day I decided to not take Mobic? I said I just want to see how my body's responding to real life. So. The basket. No, I love the basket. Yeah, but they probably would. So, I get the crutch from the guy at the CrossFit. Right after I threw out my crutches. I go, I'll never need these again. Which was really stupid. But I'm not going to ship them here, so I'm doing this. So I call the airline and say, look, I need a wheelchair. And they say, as soon as you get your boarding pass, we'll have one there. And so pretty much my entire time this trip has been in the airport in wheelchairs. And I got to tell you, I always used to like to be in the hospital, specifically after surgery, because I go, this is the only way for poor people to feel like rich people. Everybody's doing everything for you. And it was egregious. All these people standing in line, looking all unhappy as they go through security. And now I got global entry and TSA pre. I'm just like zipping by, and I'm kind of looking at them like, why are you all so unhappy? They say, could you stand up and go through the metal detector? I go, no, I'm afraid I cannot. Roll me through. And the guy says, can you lift your leg up? I go, no. He has to lift my leg up to rub my legs down to see if there's got gunpowder residue. And, put me in the elevator. We get to the gate. They just like, hold it. Everybody's already alive. They're like, take me right to the gate of the plane. They help me out of the wheelchair, help me to my seat. Now it's a middle seat, so I'm already hip to the game. I'm like, maybe I get bumped up to business first class, but nah, it's not going to happen. So I get the first seat. And as it turns out, I hate talking on planes because I'm afraid to death of dying in the air. But the guy next to me is a Danish guy who's working. He was meeting with Microsoft, working on these water pumps, like all kinds of water pumps. He's a water pump like executive, which is incidentally, I got fancy water pumps at the house because everything has to be some new EU econ like a green standard. We have these series of water pumps, which came in really handy today. Cisterns and gray water to recycle water at your house, you know, and the woman on the other side to me is a teacher, and she knew the person who got killed by the train in Palo Alto this week, which is how, if you read the Substack, I worked it into the Substack. Man, on wheels. Hey, I was in the pit. I went to see Chat Pile. I was in the pit. Fuck that. I've never gotten hurt. Well, I got knocked unconscious in the pit, but that was from doing a dive on the stage at X. And their roadie came and knocked me down before I had a chance to pirouette into the air. Yeah. The government doesn't fucking, you know. But yeah, yeah. So I got on the plane. Yeah, I wrote an article about Chat Pile for Decibel, and the guys from Chat Pile contacted me. They put me on the list. They come to the show. Went to the show. It was a great fucking show. And then, so now I'm like kind of friendly with the bass player. They're a phenomenal band. I really like them. I had no idea who the fuck they were or where they came from. And I spent time in Oklahoma, you know. So anyway, I then have a layover in Paris. And now Paris, the Charles de Gaulle airport is it'll ream the core out of your anus. And at first I was going to be like, well, I'm not going to make him push. What the fuck? They said, sir, do you need? Yep. It was right there. I stepped off the plane into a wheelchair. The guy succession of people took me through the terminal, and it was literally a mile and a half from the plane. So there's even under the best of circumstances, I would have been grousing, you know? The shit. I don't know what for free is, but whatever. Yes, wheelchair for free, Chat Pile for free, free. I'm trying not to open this wallet. I got to pay June for this show. That's why TM is in the winner's circle. He's neck and neck with MT, which sounds like a joke, but if you watched last week's show, you know that these are actually two different people. So, but then they do it in stages because they only work part of the airport. This guy, he's your new guy, and he's got a 3-seater wheelchair. It's all in a row, and he puts me in the front, puts a seatbelt on me. These two old people us, all of these old people, puts him behind me. And he starts zipping through the fucking airport like top speed. I'm laughing my ass off because to me it's ridiculous that I'm sitting here, but he gets lost in the airport. That's how bad that is. Finally, we get there, and he takes me right to the gate. And then they say, he's got to go. These other gentlemen will help you. And so he leaves, and then they say, sir, the other guys who are supposed to come help you, they're not here yet. Can you just want to walk onto the plane? I look at them, I go, I know. No. Yeah, no. Yeah. So you have to pay extra for the wheelchair? Fuck that. I just show up with a crutch, man. I'm gonna do this all the time from now on. Learned helplessness. Be about it. And so, I get here. My plan is to be a hardhead, but my leg hurts, so I got a cheap hotel. But the food, as usual, great. Lightning here. So, did something happen with the chat? They're both open now. The one that I initially opened, and then the one that I had to open when it was saying something. But I don't know. If you can see me, you can hear me, we're fine. So I'm sitting around, I got lost today trying to get to the house, which was a first. And it was raining like fucking crazy. And I'm driving cliffs. I'm driving cliffs on the fucking cliff. and the roads are like kind of washed out. It's really hard to find the house, first of all. So my concerns and fears about being stalked, whatever. You see, lots of luck to you. And next thing I know, they're cows. What the fuck is happening? And my phone is dying. So I can't call. So I fucking, I finally just ignore the GPS and go the way. I just intuit the way to the house. And of course, I find the house, and dude shows up. And I say, "Oh, so you got the key?" He just looks at me like I'm a fucking Philistine. And he takes his phone, he goes, click, and the door opens. I'm like, oh shit, these doors, this is why these expensive ass doors. But of course, there's a ramp down to the house. So with the crutch, I had to go down the ramp, and how could you? It was like, well, the hills are full of javelinas here, which is why I'm going to buy a crossbow. Because I tell you, the food that I've had here, I didn't know this at the time, but I guess I figured out when I started thinking about Spain 15, 16 years ago, but they know how to do pork here. And, I'm not an aggressive pork eater because of the whole fucking, haven't been a pescatarian for 15 years, but a bit by bit I moved with different things. Oh, terrazo, this thing, my God, pork belly with this I'm not losing weight in this country. Yeah, except the hill. There's a hill. Yeah, I didn't let him put in the elevator. No. No. And then this ham is not. Yeah. It's Iberica, So get to the house, go through the thing, hobble out. The Polish interior designer was fighting with the developer. Everybody's nice. If the wife wakes up at like 2 a.m, gets on the phone, starts whipping up the Polish designer. And, what about this? What about that? What about the? I mean, it's a first world problems, but I'm just so I'm trying to write the Substack and just call it and pepper at me with, you tell that motherfucker. I'm like, I'm not fighting with these fucking people because I'm not going to court here. It's just the vibe is just easy peasy. It's easy peasy. So then I decide, well, let me wander over to what's going on with MMA. And I gotta tell you, man, one of my spies in New Mexico, he broke it down for me best. He was like, it was been dead, it's been dying. And now we are just Egyptologists. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, we are just looking at we are just looking at the corpse. They're not even the reanimated corpse. This is, and I have to tell you what they're trying to do. This is like the 3-card Monty, find the red. What they're trying to do is trick us into thinking that Aspinall and Jones is the fight we want to see. Somebody's trying to get you to believe that it was possible to accidentally suck a dick, or you actually believed it. I didn't know which was worse. Well, that's the oopsie now. Oh, man. That is an oopsie now. Accidentally sucking somebody's dick. How do you accidentally do that? No, I did see a guy accidentally get his dick sucked by another guy. And I'll end the show on that.